Hello everyone, welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we are going to be taking a look at Redman Toys Dracula Blue 1/6 scale figure. Now this is of course the blue suit version as worn by Gary Oldman in the 1992 Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is one of my favorite movies. So let's open it up and take a look inside. This is how he appears inside the packaging, in which you will find a stand, his Ascot, so that's what we got here, his cane, his top hat, let's see here, his spectacles, and of course the figure himself. So we'll take all this out of the packaging real quick. Pop the head off to install the Ascot, and while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and take a good look at the face sculpt. Now later in the video I'll touch base on Rainman Toys and whether or not this is, you know, his sculpt or not, but regardless, Redman Toys has done a good job here. The sculpt looks good, the paint app looks really good, the hair is actually nicely done. You can see that there's a separate piece of plastic back here for the hair. The hair color is not dark enough though, and it's also too long, and unfortunately the hairline is too low. Gary Oldman's hairline is higher than that, but still you will take one look at this and immediately recognize Gary Oldman in the sculpt. And that's the most important thing. At this price point, there's going to be some things that are hit and miss. Here is a look at the top hat. And yes, the top hat is too tall. It's actually way too tall versus the one used in the film. It should be significantly shorter. But might be able to knock it down a little bit if one was to cut the line and then re-glue it. Maybe like right there, which I may do at some point in time. But still, it looks good, just too tall. Also, we have the typical 1/6 figure stand. Nothing to write home about here. But the cool thing that they do is they include a decal to install on the base, which I really like. That's a nice inclusion there. Here's a closer look at his Ascot, which is kind of the incorrect pattern and color, but again, at this price point, not much to complain about. Kind of rotate around. And then his cane, which is really well done. This is cast in metal, and then this is a plastic down here, but still, overall, looks really cool. We'll try to get some detail like here. And then finally, we have his glasses. We'll try to get on there. Which are very well done. Kind of rotate it around here. They're very small and fragile. I would be very careful in handling this piece for sure. Looking at the figure, the tailoring seems okay, especially at this price point. There is some stitching, some wonky stitching throughout here, but overall, it's actually pretty decently done. There is an unfortunate little indent right here, right where his abs are. Kind of comes in, so what we'll probably need to do is fill that out a little bit so it doesn't look so off. The outfit though is okay. There's a little bit of stitching issue right here, but still looks pretty good. Coming down here through the gloves, The gloves are the wrong color. They should be darker. But overall, again, not bad, especially for the price point. I will say though that the figure itself has a lot of loose joints. The hair is entirely too long. We're gonna have to cut that. Take a look at his coat. It's not terribly wrinkled. I'm sure it can kind of iron out a little bit here and there. But overall, not too bad. A little bit of futzing, a little bit of time. Maybe paint the gloves, cut the hat. We need to cut the hair. And you have a pretty decent figure. So let's kind of get them set up. While we're setting up, guys, I got the decal installed on the base. The decal looks really good. They have good colors on here. Do make sure though that you line up the hole for the body and not the nameplate, or else it will be backwards and you'll mess it up. So kind of be conscious of that when you're installing the decal. Spent some time tweaking them, and here he is set up for now. He still needs some futzing with. We'll say that the hat does not fit on the head. You will have to heat that up and stretch it out to get it to fit on the head. Also, the glasses just pop off if you look at them wrong, so be kind of careful there. But overall, I'm very happy with the piece. And I wasn't going to get into the whole Redman, Rainman thing, but I'll just say this, that yeah, Redman took from Rainman, but Rainman illegally manufactured these in the first place. They did not own the rights to the movie. They did not own the likeness to Gary Oldman. They did not own the costume or the overall aesthetics. They manufactured that illegally and sold it at a huge profit. Now what Redman has done is taken that and brought that price down by 1/10 of what Rainman is selling them for. And yeah, if you ask me, I will tell you straight up, I do not support recasts. The asterisk there is that I don't support recasts of licensed figures or statues. If Sideshow had a statue and somebody recast it and somebody bought it, I would look down upon them for buying a recast and not the actual Sideshow piece, because the original piece was obtained legally. You can't complain about somebody stealing your drugs. You're not going to go to the police and say, hey, somebody stole all my cocaine, like, please somebody do something. Both are illegal. I'm going to take the cheaper avenue. It's okay to have the opinion that, you know, Rainman should be getting the credit for all this and stuff, and I totally agree with you on that. On the other hand, I'm not paying what they charge for a figure. I'm not going to do it. I love the movie. This is a way cheaper alternative. Is it the same quality? No, it's not. But it's still a great figure for the price. And that's my rant on that. So let's spin them around here and we'll take a look at them. But overall, I think he's great. The hair needs to be darker. The hat's too tall. The hair also needs some futzing with. It doesn't really look like Gary Oldman's, but still. The outfit is decently done. There's a lot of tailoring there that you usually don't find in a figure at this price. So overall, I'm very happy with it. I don't think that you can beat the price on it. And it looks great. I'm happy to have it in my collection. If you don't like it, then that's on you. That's fine. You don't have to buy or support Redman, but I will. So on that note, I will say feel free to leave any comments or questions that you have on the piece, and feel free to like and subscribe for more collectible reviews, and be sure and click that bell so you get notifications of new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.